Alright, looking at the color, it's about the same. I can literally see no difference than the Francis Coppola. And it looks the same in the glass, everything. So, let's see how the nose is. Immediate bicycle tire smell to me. Like when you think of the rubber smell of a bicycle tire, that's coming off of this. Definite apples. Pineapple. That's the other one, pineapple. The alcohol's blended a little less perfectly than it is with the Coppola, but it's still blended pretty well. Yep, bicycle tires, apples, pineapple, in that order. Let's see how it tastes. The alcohol hits you stronger than it does out of the Coppola. However, this feels less dry to me. Explain that. Finish doesn't last very long. But already I can tell it's not nearly as oaky, not nearly as nutty. Just have some water here. Okay, after the water, this is much different now. I think I still had some Coppola in my mouth. Both on the nose and in the mouth, this is sharper to me. Like I'd almost describe it as having daggers. That's not to say that it burns or that it's harsh, but it's just not it's a more focused and direct smell and taste experience. It just sort of gets right in there, hits you. I get that sort of tingly, bitter, sour sensation and flavor on my tongue that the inside of a pineapple gives you. So not the fruit itself, but like the rind in the middle. I definitely get that off of this. Yeah, both the sensation and the flavor of that middle of the pineapple. A little bit of apples on the mid palate once it settles down. It's a little oaky, a little nutty, but not nearly as much as the Coppola. Green peppers. You get green pepper on the finish. Like just biting into a fresh green pepper. Fresh green pepper. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers and then drank too much wine and could no longer say pepper. I think that's how the rhyme goes. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. I know I could do it. Yep. To the untrained palate, I don't think you'd be able to tell the difference between these two wines that much without really digging, but to me it's really apparent. Big difference. Another thing is this has that weird synthetic cork that always reminds me of like a giant cigarette butt, whereas this is the natural wooden cork. Doesn't affect the wine at all. Just thought it was interesting. Let's rate these. So, the Gnarly Head. Again, it's hard because the Coppola has really set the standard for me of Chardonnay. Whenever I look for Chardonnay, I'm going to be looking for this. So, I'm a little biased in my reviews, but for $8, given that there is absolutely nothing bad about this wine, Really interesting flavors. I like that pineapple, the tingle. I like the green pepper that Peter Piper picked a pickled peck of. No, he picked. Anyway, I'm going to give this wine an A minus. That's hard to do because I don't know. It's hard to do because I guess my experience in white wines, Chardonnay in particular, isn't as vast as my experience with red wines. So I don't know enough yet about what makes a C, what makes an A, and what makes an F in white wines. But given what I've had, how I enjoyed this wine, I'm going to give it an A minus. In a month, in 2 months, when my palate has changed and developed and I've tried other wines, I may score this much lower, I may score this much higher. But for $8, I think anyone who enjoys white wine is going to pick this up and love it. They're not going to regret paying $8 for it whatsoever. So yeah, A minus. The Coppola. Let me give it one more taste. Excuse me. I love the nuttiness too much. I love the oakiness. I love the nuttiness. I love the smokiness. I'm going to give it what I was originally planning to get it, but I wanted to give it another chance compared to something else. I'm going to give it an A+. For me, this is one of my favorite wines, red or white. I just keep going back to it. That nutty complexity of the finish, I cannot say enough how much I just love it to death. If you like oaked wines, definitely drink this. If you hate oaked wines, still drink this. If you don't know what an oaked wine means, drink this. If you like smoky flavors, if you like barbecue, if you're a cigar or pipe tobacco or hand-rolled tobacco smokers, you machine-made cigarette smokers, you don't count, sorry. If you're into that, try this. If you just want to try a new kind of wine, try this. Bottom line is, try this. While you're at it for $8, try this. Get all your friends to try that. I mean, $8. Psh. A+ wine. I'm a pipe, cigar, and hand-rolled cigarette smoker. Any tobacco with Latakia in it goes really well with this. I smoke a hand-rolled tobacco that has Latakia in it. I have a particularly sweet, really smoky and delicious Danish Latakia pipe tobacco blend. It just goes so well with this. It goes so well with the nuttiness of the oak. I can't recommend it enough. And get some brie and try this. It's so good. You're really in for a treat. Well, I think this has gone on long enough. That's it for today's review. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you very much to Hannah for forcing me to do this. I not only discovered some new things about Chardonnays, I discovered some new things about where I can find less expensive wine. Always a good thing. If you have comments, questions, suggestions, please go to thebottlreview.com. Whatever that says, don't listen to me. And leave your comments. I'd really appreciate it. You can email me at matt@thebottlreview.com. Also, on Wednesday, keep an eye out on thedailycollegian.com because I will be posting my first Scotch review. I've already done the video portion. You can see that on this website, thebottlreview.com, but I'll be writing it up as well. Leave me comments on this video, please. I appreciate that everyone's giving me comments off the site, but I'd really like to get some on the site. If you can't think of what to say in the video, say, I like you, you suck, say, I wish you did this, I wish you didn't do that. Right now, for this video, what I'd really like you to say is, what Chardonnays do you enjoy? I'd like to try some new stuff. Keep it under $20 though, because this is a college budget. So yeah, I hope to hear from you all. Until next time, cheers.